Look, we need to talk about the major crisis right now that is happening at Chelsea. We have, I think, right now, 7 players out injured at the club right now, which is going to be massive for the rest of the season. There are some big injuries as well. Obviously, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Conte, Mason Mount, Mendy, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and I know I'm missing a few other Christian Pulisic, so that's at least 7. And we probably may have a few more injuries going on. Ambrosia, who it's mind-boggling to see how many players we have injured right now. And I do not understand why this is happening at this club now. Yes, Broja, that was a freak accident, so I'm not going to say there's anything we could have done with that one. But all these other injuries, Raheem Sterling, a hamstring injury. There's something in the back room right now with our trainers, our physios, all these people that they must be getting something wrong currently, because when you look at all the other clubs right now in the Premier League, no one's dealing with all these injuries. Yes, you will have injuries throughout the entire season. That's bound to happen with how many games we play each and every week. And obviously there's international World Cup matches that happen this year as well, players traveling, but still, you would expect a team like Chelsea to have one of the best physios at their club to make sure players do not get hurt. And this is going to be a massive issue at this club continuing forward. Now, we already have other issues going on. We can't score goals. One of the stats that came up with us playing Manchester City is that Erling Haaland has 21 goals. Chelsea, the entire squad in the Premier League, have 20. The fact that one player has more goals than the entire club, such as Chelsea, is just mind-boggling how poorly we've been at finishing and scoring goals this entire season. Aubameyang hasn't shown up at all this year. Raheem Sterling has been hot and cold throughout this year. Kai Havertz, same thing. All our players, for some reason, have been having issues, and it seems like there's multiple things. Now, I know we're always talking about doom and gloom at this club, but I'm still very optimistic with this team, yet doing very well this season. But if injuries keep happening at this club, it's going to be very difficult for any manager, including Graham Potter, to do anything with these players, because you can only do so much. Yes, we looked fairly well against Manchester City. We did bring in some younger players, which made us look pretty good. Even though we brought those young players in, we can't use those young players all season long. Other teams are going to expose their flaws, which again, they're going to have at such a young age. They are going to have long extended careers at Chelsea. I know that for sure. But currently right now, they're still too raw of players to be going each and every week to play for our club. And that is a big issue because, like I said, if we don't figure out this issue with all our injuries, we're going to have more injuries, which means we're going to have more youth players or younger players coming up, which Graham Potter's going to have to rely on. Other teams that aren't even in Manchester City are just going to run rampant on us as well. And that is going to cause a long season, which isn't even Graham Potter's fault, but still, we need to figure this out. Now, obviously, with the transfer window still coming in, there's still plenty of options to bring into this club and also get rid of some players that maybe we don't want anymore as well. That is up to, obviously, the board itself and Todd Boehly with how much money they want to spend this transfer window. It does sound like, too, that Enzo Fernandez is not coming to Chelsea anymore, which we talked about this in the last video. I can link to this, but if we don't get Enzo this transfer window, we're never getting Enzo. He's going to go to another club, and I'm sure he's going to shine well, and we'll look back at this and wondering why we did not sign him, but it is what it is. The main talking point right now, though, is injury issues. We have a match this weekend for the FA Cup against Manchester City. I don't know who Graham Potter is going to start. I'm assuming he's going to have a whole different lineup than what he started with this matchup for the Premier League game that we just had the other day, even though we did look really good. I want to assume Graham Potter is going to give those players some rest and give other players a chance to shine. And like I mentioned before, if we do get knocked out of the FA Cup, I am totally fine with that this year. Yes, you obviously want to win trophies. I understand that. It would be more important to win a trophy, but right now, I think we have to focus on the Premier League itself because we are sitting in 10th place. We have one win in how many matches? I think like 8 games. And therefore, like I said, we have to get that boat in the right direction before we worry about anything else, because if we start looking at the FA Cup and not worrying about anything else, we could really start slipping in the Premier League, and that could be a massive issue for the upcoming transfer in the summer and years after that. So again, focus on the Premier League right now. If we win the game, obviously, against City, that's great. If we don't, I wouldn't be upset as well. It is what it is. I want us to focus on the Premier League itself, though. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to comment down below and like and subscribe to this video. I greatly appreciate it. But also, what do you guys think about the injuries that we've been dealing with so far at this club? You think there's a reason why? What we can do differently? I want to know what you guys think, so comment down below. That is it, and I will see you in our next video.